Welcome to this introductory grain marketing conversation. We are going to look at two components of grain marketing that need to be understood before any grain marketing strategies can be implemented: basis and carry. Before we get into those topics, we need to understand two things about the grain markets, like corn, soybeans, and wheat that I'm going to cover today. The first one is that the commodity price for your grain is determined by a price on the futures board at the CME. This is where all futures prices originate from. The second thing is that we are only going to discuss commodities that can be stored, for example, in a grain bin. One last thing as you begin marketing your commodity. It's not about selling at the highest price every year, but selling at a price that is profitable for your operation. The first topic we are going to cover is basis. The definition of basis is the difference between the cash price and the futures price. In South Dakota, basis is usually a negative number, as shown in the example. Recently, there have been times when basis near zero or was positive. However, this is an uncommon occurrence. Basis is specific to each market location and relates to the supply of grain coming into a specific market in a given time, the market's location with regard to a terminal use facility or railroad that can move the commodity to a terminal use facility. Basis also has seasonal trends of being the widest or less favorable for the producer at harvest. Basis is not the same at each market they may utilize. Thus, producers may be able to improve their average selling price by understanding how basis affects the price received during different times of the year and different markets. Let's switch to carry. Carry is also a mathematical equation, this time between two futures prices. This chart is a screenshot from the CME webpage and shows all the future contract months for corn. Carry between two contracts provides marketing signals regarding the supply and demand for the commodity. In this example, there is a 29-cent carry in the market. This increase in price from harvest time to a delayed summer month provides marketing opportunities for the producer. Remember though, carry does not have to be large. At different times, there may be little to no change in the futures prices. In fact, there may be times when carry is actually negative. During times of little or negative change in the futures contract prices indicate that selling as soon as possible has the most economic benefit for the producer. Long lines at elevators during the busy harvest season is a common reason producers use the carry to delay pricing their production. Determining which month to sell in requires the producer have an understanding of the historic basis trends and storage costs, in addition to the potential for carry in the market. When evaluating the carry in the market, basis change from harvest to the deferred month may also allow the producer to increase the average price received for a given commodity. Remember to evaluate monthly storage costs when determining if delayed pricing will be beneficial for your operation. An understanding of basis and carry allows the grain producer the ability to learn about the marketing tools available to them and use them correctly in their grain marketing strategy. It isn't about selling at the highest price every time. It's about making sound marketing decisions either at harvest or by using pricing strategies pre or post-harvest. For more information on commodity marketing, visit igrow.org.